Hey, what's up guys? It's Spartank Plays, and in this Destiny video, well, if you haven't heard yet, they're taking away light levels for your leveling up. So instead of getting light to get to the next level, you're going to be just getting XP to get to 40. And so I'm going to be talking about my opinions on that and if I like that and just, if I think that's a good idea. So starting, I think overall it's probably a good idea because that's what a lot of MMOs do. It's something so it's not like you have to keep kind of grinding for this one piece of gear, and it's not like this piece of gear is better than this piece of gear, kind of like you have more customizable options. And now you might say, yes, there was etheric light, but that like was only for people who were at a higher level. So it's like if you weren't high enough to get into Prison of Elders to get that etheric light, to upgrade all legendary gear to like customize how you want to look, you know, that didn't work out too well for the people who were at lower levels that weren't able to get that etheric light to kind of customize how their guy looked at the lower levels. So with XP, all levels are able to kind of say like, oh, I like this, piece of gear better and looks cooler, and so I'm gonna wear this, instead of having to look at something like, oh, this thing has more light, so I'm going to have to use this one that I don't really like as much, but, I just need to level up, which that's kind of how it was. But I do have to say, though, that light levels kind of made, like, the game unique, Like, it kind of was like, this is light, like, this is what Destiny does. And I guess what they're doing, though, with that is there's still going to be light in the game, and it's going to be like, here's a piece of armor, and this armor is going to get a piece of armor rating, and that's going to be in light. And so overall, it's going to add up all your gear, and it's going to say, okay, so your light rating is this number. And then when you look at missions and stuff, it's going to be like, okay, so this is the mission and everything, and then we recommend that you have this type of light, this kind of ranking of light. And so that's kind of how they're going to keep the light in the game a little bit, to not like kind of just get rid of it completely, which I think that was a good decision. So light doesn't really matter exactly for leveling, but it still matters because it kind of shows like where you're at with missions, and like if you are high enough and strong enough with your gear to be able to get into these missions. And so, I think that's a good idea. One thing that I'm not too sure about, and I hope that they don't put us at level 34 to start out with. If you were level 34, that's how it sounds right now. It sounds like they're going to take whatever you were at with light levels, and you're just going to go straight into XP, which that means all three of my characters are just going to start out at level 34 when, Taken King starts, which means I only have like 6 levels to get, which I hope, it takes a while for me to level up, because one of my favorite things to do in games is level up. And so I almost hoped that they would take everyone back to level 20, which I know a lot of people might not like hearing that because they don't want to be like sent back all the way to level 20. But like going back to level 20 allows us to kind of like, have more time to level up, and we spend more time, leveling up in the game, instead of just like, being at level 34 when Taken King starts and just needing like 6 levels to get to max level. But I guess if they do make, leveling a lot longer, like it takes a lot more for me to get from level 34 to 40, I just don't want to get to like level 40 in like 2 days, you know. And so I hope that, they work that out right. But, we won't know until a little later, possibly when Taken King launches, but we'll have to see how this all works out and how they like it, which, I hope everything goes smoothly. But like I said, overall, I think this change is positive towards the game, and it will advance the game, and it's going to work out better than the original system in year one. And so this pretty much wraps up the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you did, then of course hit the like button, comment, and subscribe to join the Spartank Legion. And that's it for this video, so I'll see you guys next time.